Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and today I'm doing a discussion over the new expansions to Burncycle. That is going to be the Ebbwall Expansion, the Renegades Expansion, and the Phobia Expansion. This should be a relatively short and sweet discussion because there's not really a whole lot to talk about with these three. And I have done a discussion over Burncycle, so you can go check that out on over my thoughts. But the short and sweet of it is, Burncycle is fantastic. I love pretty much everything about this game. I'm a Chip Theory fanboy because there's only been one of their games that I didn't really care for, and that was Hoplomachus. But in terms of Cloudspire, Burncycle, and Too Many Bones, I think those are all fantastic 9 or even 10 out of 10s overall. So whenever they announced that they were actually making expansions for Burncycle, I was very excited because I think they had basically said they would support it as long as there was interest for it, and there seemed to be interest for it. I mean, Too Many Bones has just gone way overboard in a good way for me with its content. Cloudspire, not so much, although it did get some expansions, and Burncycle getting a little bit here. So the biggest one is going to be the Ebbwall Expansion. Let's learn a little bit about it. It is one of the key corporations responsible for bot subjugation. With their premier training facilities, this private defense contractor ships highly trained guards to other corporations around the world. Focusing on unique guard placement and interaction, the Ebbwall Corporation expansion will concoct brand new ways to make your bots suffer. And boy oh boy does it. To be fair, the one I just set up and played, I did a complexity 3, and then on the higher difficulty of the of its like network or of its threat card. So yeah, it didn't really go my way. But I mean, I felt like it could have if I had played a little bit better. But basically, with these three, it's going to be kind of like, if you love Burncycle, go and get them, because it's more content. And these are the expansions that are just bringing a little bit more stuff. Like, in terms of rules, it's just like a little bit newer stuff, but it's all going to be stuff you're familiar with. It comes with 8 new, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It comes with 8 new operations. And just like the other 4, if you got the Kickstarter with Burncycle, just like the other 4, there's 8, so that brings that up to, what is that, 8 times 5, 35? 40? God. So you have 40 operations. Am I, yeah, right? Am I dumb right now? Yeah, okay, cool. I don't know why I was just spazzing out on not knowing what 8 times 5 was. So you have 40 operations. It ranges from, obviously, complexity level 1 to complexity level 3. Also ranging from length of 1 to 2, 3 floors. So similar to the other ones. If you're just wanting a different corporation to go after because you have burned through, get it? Burned through all the operations that was available, then here's more for that. I applaud you if you have done that. I certainly have not. In fact, I have barely scratched the surface of this game. But it does give you 8 more operations. It also, like I said, gives you another corporation to go after, and a few other guards, like it does give you a few more guards levels. There's 2 level 1s, 2s, and 3s that it gives you that do have new security abilities off of its floor plan. So, like, it has Corrupt. When this unit attacks an agent, it adds, in addition to the power loss, the agent's network level is decreased by that number. Oil Hound, this one I had, and I got rid of immediately through a network action, which was Oil Hound, while pursuing or investigating, so not patrolling, which is good. Its unit's movement stat is doubled. It patrols even when in a room and is not constrained to its current area when patrolling. So if that thing is just patrolling around, it will actually move through rooms, because usually if you can get them to enter rooms, they stay there. something with Oil Hound does not, and if they even get a sniff, a hint of your awareness token, they are running to it. So I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and guard schedule that and get rid of him. And then Omniscient, this unit's peripheral awareness is equal to its awareness range. Hiding spots within this unit's awareness have no effect. These are just disgusting, and I see why they didn't overload the guard pool with the new bots, because if those are just insane. Because if you're not familiar, their awareness is halved whenever it's not in their the way they're facing. So that's disgusting. They have 2 new security patrols. Smart Pace follows the closest bot patrol if there is a bot in the same hallway as this unit. Otherwise, it follows the pace patrol. And then Weakest Bot moves towards the closest space adjacent to a bot with the least amount of power that is not in a hiding spot. So, because obviously it's bad whenever your agents basically get shut down. So these are insane. Some of their events off of the the threat, basically the simpler mode, it's just milestones that it hits, but then the other side is events that can happen. But the third one on the harder one is at the end of the current turn, activate security, so it's going to go twice. Each bot that is on a hallway space loses 1 power. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. Those events are insane. I mean, wall monitors, whenever a wall is destroyed, the CEO increases its network level by 1 and adds a ping to the core. And yeah, he was like at least the one I just did, he was super high on network level and just ramped ping. It was a pain in the ass to even try and get to deal with that on top of the rampant guards that were running around after me. And then I believe it came with 1 extra large, 10 large, 5 mini. It comes with new equipment, new imperative cards, new mods, a little bit of that. So, new corporation. If you want just more variety, this is the expansion to go get. Then, the Renegades expansion, basically, these are some bots so unpredictable that Processor thinks twice before putting them on missions. However, when a situation calls for it, there are no bots better at causing chaos than the Renegades. So this one actually comes with 4 new bots. And those new bots are, I actually used one as my command module, but I used Lithium, which is a medic, actually, and this one was really cool. As the mod, every bot starts with the repair, but after a bot is repaired, it may move 1 space for each power that was routed to it, so you can actually... Man, I didn't even think about that. I completely forgot about that secondary ability, because I was like, man, movement is kind of hard in this mission, and I should have just been routing power back and forth for that free movement. Dang it. Anyway... But yeah, quick fix: when another bot's power would be decreased for any reason, Lithium may decrease their power instead, and they start with 10, which is really good as an actual bot. I'm not going to go through all the individual powers, because I said I wanted to keep this discussion kind of short, but so I'll just read that. That's Lithium. Then you have Cathode, a grifter. So Cathode is kind of what is her name? What is Plankton's wife's name from SpongeBob? Karen. Looks kind of like Karen, except actually has a human face. Before the patrol step of security activation, Cathode rolls her patrol die and may place it on any guard. So she can actually kind of control how they're moving. She has her own die, so if it's a unit with the the perimeter patrol, she can roll and be like, oh, actually, you got the dot, you're not moving. That could be super situational, but very handy. Then you have Packet, which is a mole. Looks like a robot, like a mail slot. And Packet's work die starts at 0, can only be adjusted when on his mat. When Packet completes an imperative, the die increases by 1. During the route power step of Packet's turn, he may route 1 power to increase his work die by 1. As a free action, Packet may decrease the die by 1 to draw an imperative, if possible. So, not 100% on that one because I have not played with this one, but it seems like... Okay, so... Firestarter as a free action pack may place his work die on an unoccupied space in his room or anywhere. While placed, it is treated as a detected bot. Once attacked, it returns to his mat. Okay, so he actually wants imperatives, so things to work for to increase the value, so then he can use his abilities to be able to use that die. So, like, that one was, okay, if the die is 2 or higher, he can place it in his room. If it's 4 or higher, he can place it anywhere and draw attention that way, which is really cool. And Torrent seems like one of the more complex ones because he has 5 chips. One being himself, and then the other one being his awareness, but then 3 other chips, so he's a bruiser. Torrent strikes can stun guards for 3 fewer AP. Stunning for a level 1, for example, is 5, so it would only be 2 AP to stun. Her stuns don't advance threat. Her unique abilities cannot be used when the associated chip is already in play. The chips don't block movement, are active until flipped, and are regained by moving onto them. Chips left behind on floor changes deactivate their ability. So she has stuff like Dragon's Breath, Hyper Disc, and Rocket Fist, so just different variations on how to attack guards. Which, if you're not familiar with Burncycle, you don't really want to attack a whole lot. Torrent does. So that little mini expansion gives you 4 new bots to work with. And I'm not entirely sure how many there are in total. I think there is... I can actually probably tell you in a hot second. So there's 4, 5, because the one I've playing with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So there are 19 bots to work with. Right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yep. Hoping for a solid 20. That's a little odd that there's 19, but still 19 total bots. And that is the Renegades expansion. And the last one we're going to talk about is Robophobia. This one is, it just brings in a new guard and then something called adaptable missions, so we'll talk about that in a sec. But yeah, Phobia is on the hunt. This powerful teleporting captain has been trapped in the middle of a phase by the shape-shifting Nano, and she's pulling out all the stops to get her revenge. So this basically comes with a new bot and a new captain. So Nano is very cool. Also, probably not the one to main whenever you're using your command module as a medic, but that's the brilliance of this game, is trying to figure out the puzzle. Nano has Wildcard, which is Nano starts with a random innate installed mod. This mod does not take up an inventory slot. The first time Nano completes a network card each turn, his innate mod is discarded and a new mod is drawn. Nano's innate mod cannot be discarded voluntarily or by another in-game effect. So essentially, has a free mod. And whenever you do a network card, it gets removed, and so you just draw a new one and you have a free mod. Obviously, it doesn't give you the power, you can't get rid of it for any reason. So theoretically, you could have 3 installed mods, which I think is really cool, but one of its special abilities is they may move through locked doors. When he does so, all keys, equipment, and mods, not including his innate, in his inventory are discarded. And that was very, very handy at times, but only has 5 power, so very, very weak. But yeah, so that's one of the newer bots. And then, like I said, there's Phobia on the back for the title of their backstory. It's called Fear and Loathing and Lost Phases. You get it? Get it? That's cute. So, and the reason why I'm just reading hers, because the Renegades expansion, or not the Renegades expansion, the Ebbwall expansion came with new guards as well. So, 2 new guards to add to the mix. But Phobia, the Burncycle action, and while this chip is active in the Burncycle, if the next threat escalation is considered active. That sucks. That sucks. So, Phobia can attack detected bots up to 3 spaces away. Bots that are attacked from 2 spaces away lose 2 power instead of 3, and bots that are attacked from 3 spaces away only lose 1 power. Okay. And she can teleport. Her patrol is she teleports to the unoccupied hallway security closest to the bot. Or unoccupied hallway security post closest to the bot. Yeah, that's a rough time. So that's what that added. But it also added adaptable missions. Came with 4 of these. So these so there's Ghost in the Dell, Preconnaissance. I mean, I'm getting some references. I don't know if they're all references. But adaptable missions can be played on any floor for any corporation. And you freely choose a corporation. The floor will be used only for its layout, not its level. Then choose a level between 1 and 3. Use the level chosen as the floor number. Unless otherwise stated, bots start on the safe zone. So basically, you have these 4 missions. So you pick a floor of a corporation, any floor. So if you chose Ebbwall, it's like, I want to do this on floor 3. Set up for floor 3, choose a level 2, and then you set up for one of these missions. So it just increases replayability for these 4 missions. I would actually like to see more of these. I think just having these, if you, again, have played all of Burncycle, then these would definitely give you also some variety instead of having to always follow what the floor layout is for the same corporation. But yeah, these range from, they're all 1 floor in length, but from complexity, there's 1 complexity, 2 complexity, and 3 complexities. So that's what the Robophobia expansion added. And then, of course, there's little new networks, new terminals, mods, imperatives, and equipment. So that's pretty much that. Those are the 3 expansions that just came out for Burncycle. I know there was also, they printed brass mags, because right now, obviously, these are just chips, but there are brass mags for the new bots, and they also made it to where all the guards have a unique brass mag instead of just the generic patrol bot mag, which very excited for, but I had to pre-order that. So yeah, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, I mean, I'm going to lump them all 3 together just because, I mean, these are mini expansions and this is a bigger one. But even then, it's still kind of weird because it's like just more, it's more to Burncycle. Like, if you don't like Burncycle, you're not going to like these expansions. These expansions aren't fixing anything for you. It's just more content to a game. So if you love Burncycle, you're going to love these expansions. Like, there's no reason why you wouldn't. And I love expansions like that. It's like, it's when you can just be like, hey, more options for a game instead of being like, oh, okay, now we have to learn this whole thing, and it changes the way how the core game plays. Sometimes that can be good if the core game isn't great, but I think Burncycle's core game is great, so it's just more greatness. I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10. Like, not a 10 out of 10 just because I haven't played every single operation. I haven't played every single guard and new hero and adaptable mission. So, but it's still more to this fantastic game. So that's my thoughts on Ebbwall, Robophobia, and Renegades. Let me know what you think of these expansions in the comments below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.